Good morning everyone, it's Rachel here and we are going to do Medieval Mirage Monday on a Thursday because as you know I was unwell on Monday and couldn't do it. So what did I have here? I had pulled out something. I've sort of been trying to get my mojo going and playing with ideas, but they might be for other videos. I had chosen them, just let me see, sorry. And then I had to put it all away to do some other stuff, so now I can't find them. Just a sec. So, I mean, some of these pockets, really, I'm just going to reinforce that with some paper behind. I might put a little label on there, but there's not much going to happen to those because they're already just pretty as they are. So I will do those off camera. Similar thing with these. These are pockets, but you could actually cut them out and use them as journal cards if you wanted to. These are also side tucks. You snip that off there and put your little notch there, and then that's a side tuck and that's a belly band. So some of the fairly obvious things I won't do on camera, but I wanted to have a play with that one, I think. And so our friend is visiting, one of Steffi's friends. That one I won't, no, I'm not going to do those ones, sorry. It's one of his uni friends from France. He's French. And he also studied architecture in Florence. This was one. These ones. Let's do these ones today. And I did pull out some from my box of Jarf papers. Oh, you look a bit crooked. Sorry, guys. Yeah, from my box of Jarf papers, I just pulled out a few extra things in case I want a few more embellishing things as well. Yeah, he's visiting from France, so he's just got popped out for a minute. So he said he could be back any minute. So I may have to stop the video and go and open the door. So what I wanted to do with these was I'm going to make flips with these. So we need to back them, and then I think I'll separate them. I'll back them separately, and then we need to put a hinge on them. So I'm just, or otherwise you can hinge them also with, which I didn't say, with, what's it called, with, I might use this page. You could hinge them with, oh my God, I can't think. Washi tape. That's what I'm trying to say. Washi tape. Get it out, Rachel. So I'm just going to back them first, because when I make them a flip, I like sometimes for them, well, most of the time, to be like a writing space. Right. So how is everyone today? I don't think I asked you that. I think I just got right into it. I hope you're all well. We are well, but it's very hot at the moment. Well, it's not that hot, but it's not like summer hot, but it's too hot already for my liking. Let's say that. 27 degrees and quite humid. So I don't really enjoy that kind of weather. It makes me feel tired. All right, there we go. So I'll prepare a few and then we'll see what's going to happen with them. So yeah, I do need to start getting cracking with a little bit off camera as well. But as I said, I'll do the obvious things because I want to start putting them together, because otherwise it's just going to be a year-long project for me. I'll just be going at it for all year. I just want to find, I'm going to open my box here. I've got my papers and I've got my flower. I printed my flowers out a bit smaller as well, because that's always useful. See, these flowers now are more like the size of the other ones. I printed them, you know, when you can do the full page or you can do the slightly smaller full page, and that's what I did. Oh, I might do that on the back of something. I'm going to have to dig down now to find more fussy cutting to do, to find where I've got a few plainer pages, if I have any at all, because I might have used them. Why do we have that? We don't need to keep that. So much good stuff in here. I do love going through this, even though I go through it a million times. I love it every single time. It's probably about time I sort of sorted it out and started putting things back where they should be, and that might make my life easier to find things. Here we go. Oh, I've got, no, I just did say I was going to use that. I'd like this. I'm going to put that on it as a backing. That one, yeah, is plain. It's nice and pale in Jarf's colours, so I think I'll use that one. And let's see if there's any other pale sort of ones that I might like to use. That one. Just to add a little bit of something different in. And there's a plain piece of that scrapbooking paper. That will be good for back. Oh, let's see what I can do with those. I don't know if they're big enough. That's just scrapbooking paper. I think I showed you a while back what brand. I couldn't tell you now because I've ripped it all up. The cover's gone. Okay. Let's see. I don't think those are big enough, but these definitely are. So let's glue one. That one's already done. Let's look at the colours. I think I like those colours with that. So we'll glue that on there. Oh, I just had a thought of another sort of little variation you could do. So it's not really it's like a very slight variation, but it's still a variation. So we'll do that afterwards. Hopefully I remember, because that's always an issue. I could forget. Now, because you can see the writing, it does have a direction. So just got to make sure, I think I'll put it there. I have it going the right way. Oh, what day is it today? Oh, it's already Thursday. My goodness, this week is flowing. Absolutely flowing. Out the door. It's gone. Right. Yes, I do like that. It's very crooked. I could go and cut it out with you know, the chomper if I wasn't happy with how crooked it is, and take that off. So that way you don't have a lumpy bit if you want to use the paper again. And I'm just going to cut this one. Oh, now these ones I was going to do slightly different. So let's just, I do need to cut them out. What I was going to do with these was first attach them to a nice old piece of paper and then back them. So these ones will be a little bit thicker, but they'll just have that nice bit of old paper peekabooing out from behind, and it'll make them slightly bigger in case you want bigger ones. But you could also do it, actually I'll do two different ones. Let's cut them out. I'll do one with old paper and one with a pretty paper behind. You know, I just always like to, rather than just using the straight thing as is, I always like to do something to it. And I get frustrated when nothing comes to mind, especially because they're already pretty as they are. I don't know, I just can't leave well enough alone. I think that's my issue. Something always has to happen to them. Okay, so that one's like that. So one, I'm going to put old paper behind, and I would like a paper that's not all, now this is not going to be, no, that one's not big enough. I don't want like a flimsy, like this sort of paper is too flimsy. I want one that's a bit stronger, and that would be, if I can find one here, this one. See, that's fairly plain there. It's not like really, I love it when they're really densely, they've got really dense script on them, then I would have more of any, I like those pages, I keep those. Have more of an issue, but what I'm wanting here is the old paper. I might use this one because that's crunchy. I'm going to cut that off, but you see what I mean? You get the nice edge. I'm going to glue that on there. That's going to glue on there. So I get my glue book. That's sticky. We'll take that page off. Now these pages I was chatting to Mum before, and I just want to show you quickly what I've been doing while I was chatting to her, because I had a lot of scraps. So I've just been doing this is my glue pages, like what we've been gluing on. This is one of the things I do. I just do some collaging on them. So I've done some book page collaging, and then I did some plain collaging, and we might use some of those, I thought, for this. So just big pieces of plainer papers that have just been glued onto the book page. It's nice and stiff, and on the other side I put something more decorative. So that's what I've been doing this morning. Now that's it's a bit sticky. I think I just put them aside, and then and that way I can just use them afterwards for collaging on. And you get a nice base, and it's nice to just sit and do that in your downtime. If you're having a blank, and you're like a creative block, that's a good thing to sit and do. As I always say, start with your bigger pieces and then use your smaller pieces to fill in any gaps that you have. I do have a video on collaging like that, all my tips and the little things that I do kind of think of when I'm collaging, and that, I think I always have that video linked in my description boxes. So I'll keep those bits, but I'll snip it down, so I won't keep that bit. I don't think that bit will do anything for me. No, with that one, I'll keep that one. That's what I mean, is you collect a lot. Now what I might do here is tear this. I might keep that little bit, it's a nice piece. And I'm just going to fold that down and glue it. So we have a bit of the old page coming over. Oh, I love that. Even though the writing's upside down, it's no problem, who cares? There we go. I love that. And then I can just put a little piece of paper, maybe not that one. I might even just leave that and leave that to the person to decide what they want to do there. You might just want to leave that and put a lovely flower there or something like that. Have a decorative flip. You can also put a pocket on these. A little pocket would be nice. So that's another variation to think about. Now this one, we said we were going to put something decorative behind. So I might put, I've got this paper. I really do like that. Yes, I like that. I'm going to have a bit of a border around it. Just remove that sticky paper. I'm going to have a bigger border. So this is going to be a bigger flip. But what I'm going to do before I cut it is I'm also going to back it. So then I can just cut the shape out once. So I just have to be careful. Is that crooked? Probably. It's probably crooked. I'm crooked, Rachel, don't forget. Okay, so let me just see if I printed anything of Jarf's that's writable. I don't know if I did when I did my extra printing. Oh, sorry, it's right here on the top. No. I don't think I did. I was focused more on, no, I didn't print. I pulled out of the thing. I was just focused more on what was usable. Now, I do love this. And we could have that because you could write around it. I think I'll glue that on there. So, flip it over. And I think I'll just, I can see there where the pattern is. I'm just going to go beyond it. And I'm going to glue that book page. And the reason why I'm not gluing onto the book page is so I don't have glue all over it. And if I get a nice edge left over, I can use that somewhere else because it's a really lovely old book page, that one. So I think I'll maybe put it like that. So I want to get the writing. And then we'll cut it out and we'll see what we get. So I've got to remember, I'm not going to leave, I think I'll take some of that off. That's a bit taller. And I'm going to trim here. I'm not going to have this edge stick out as far. It's going to be less. So I'm just going to cut it off and then fix it up. That's the best way. Put that over there. I'm not going to keep that. Oh, no, I'm not going to keep that. Now, so here I need to trim this. That's good top and bottom. But on this side here, I'm just going to go fairly close. Yeah, that's how I'm doing it. I may just fix it up a little bit. A little bit more off there. That's better. And I also I'm feeling like it's too lopsided. I'm just going to keep it top and bottom, so I'm going to take a little bit off on this side as well. So left and right are similar and top and bottom are similar. That's what I want. And then I'm going to snip my corners because I like that look. And that's a lovely flip. I love that. That's a flip. So that will just be, you could just put some sort of hinge, like you can hinge it with a piece of paper onto your page, or you can use a washi tape, or, you know, like a piece of thin strip of straw paper to hinge it. So these are the pages to hinge. Now these all need to have little snips. Okay, and then we can put something on them. So here I have a few of these. Let's see if there's any of these. Otherwise, we have the kits over there for decorating. Let me just see here. I think those can take something a little bit bigger. This needs something a bit smaller, and I kind of like the stamp. I think I'll glue the stamp there, and then afterwards I will you know, do the wavy stamp on it. I just don't want to pull it out now. So that's it. That one's going to be done. That's considered done until it does need the wavy stamp. Now I've got a bit more space here or down here. So let's see. I don't know if I want one of these. I don't think so. Well, that one's nice. I quite like that. Put that up there or down there. Oh, maybe down there. I think I might put a label or something up there. And again, I will stamp that. And I'm just going to see what labels I have. I need something small. Oh yes, I like that. I like the difference in colour. Okay, I'll just go and open the door and I will be back. Okay, so yep, I really like that one. And then this one here, let's see in this other little folder if there's anything. Now, I haven't decided what I want to do with those ones yet. Did I have another little pouch anywhere? No, they're the done things. I did. I knew there was another pouch. First, I'll check Jarf's little things, and then I'll see if I have something that I might like to add to it to embellish. And then I've got all of these pages, so let's just have a quick look here. Kind of need to have them in my sights to see. I'm not going to put any flowers or anything like that, but I just wondered if I'd printed up anything small. I keep saying printed up, pulled out anything small, but I didn't, not small enough. Let's double check here. Those need to be in that one. Aha, got those. You can see how you quickly do get into a bit of a mess with all the bits and pieces. So yeah, sometimes I just cut them up and put them in the little pouches so I've got somewhere to go and look for them. Just going to cut these a little bit. Then I'll use the crunchy scissors. I think I may like one of these. So let's just put these ones back. Crunchy scissors, where are you? I saw them before. Oh, that's so crooked. Okay, we're going to cut them all out. Okay, I've gone quiet because my brain was going off on other thoughts. However, my issue is I can't distinguish that from the background. So I'm going to choose one. I'm thinking that one. Put that one over there. And I'm feeling like I'm probably going to like, I love the bird there. Absolutely love that. Okay, good. Now, how am I going to resolve my problem of I've got too much going on in the background? So what I'm thinking is, which is why I keep my little bits of paper. I take that bit off, because I could put something like that. I mean, you can just leave it. As I said, I just like to put things, other things. No, that's not working for me. Or the other option, I think possibly the other option with this one is to completely have something completely different to Jarf's kit and put a label. I think that's working there for me. I'm going to like that one. But that one is not, because it's blending in too much and I want it to stand out a bit more. So I just think I'm going to take some small label and attach, no, a bigger label, and attach something like that. In a similar sort of style, old sort of style, but now I've got to get my vision working, and oh my gosh, I can never tell. I can't see which way is the up. I bet you can see it, I can't. I think that's the up. Oh well. Sorry if it's not. And I'm going to put that, I think I'm going to put it more over there. I'll tell you why, because we've got that there. I think I want it more over there. Another thing that you could add here is a lovely butterfly or something like that. You could put a little bird there, but I think I'm going to like this here. I'm just wondering, do I want to have something else behind it? Yes, I do. Another color. I love that with the peacock. I think that's literally one of my most favorite things in the whole kit. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. And then I'm going to have the peacock. There we go. And I'll probably stamp on that as well. So there we've got 4 things. I love that. I love that with the background behind. I think that's really complete. These are more simple, but I think my next phase, oh no, I love these too. I love the ones with the background. So yeah, remember that. I think that's really cool. And then there are the other 2 bits. Why don't we do those? I'm thinking I might like to do them with the background, like those ones. So we've got these 2 little ones, and we have another 2 little ones over there. So let's cut them out. First of all, they're very small. They're actually very nice to put in like envelopes and things, I think, as well, or a little pocket, of course. But I'm also thinking I might just, the other 2 I might just back with some paper, random paper, my glue paper, and they will become little side tuck pockets, because I think they're good for that as well. And these ones are going to be little tags, but I'm going to make them a little bit bigger than what they are. Okay, so first this one, I love these purples with the blues, so I'm going to do that one with this. Yep, that's what's going to happen. I didn't use the scrapbooking paper, but I can use those another time. So that is going to go on there. I think I'll put the other one on that too. Let's have a look. I think that's going to be really pretty as well. Put that one over there. So they're just very slightly bigger. And I think I'll back them first before I cut them out. Is that going to be big enough? Yes, I'll back them with that. Okay. Okay, I'm going to make sure the bottom is covered, and I can just trim off the top because I'm going to trim it a bit closer. Oh, I'm missing a bit there. Oh, that's going to be cut off anyway. Okay, so here I'm going to cut flush to my backing paper. think I might like it a bit closer. Yeah. Cute. Cute little tag. And then this one, I'm going to do the same thing. Leave the bottom. Okay. For the moment, I think I'll leave them fairly plain, and then I can decide later if I want to add something else to them. I could add, well, I probably could add a little something to that one. That's thick. I'll use that as a closure for something. No, maybe I don't want any of those. Okay. For the moment, I'm going to leave it. And then these ones I'm going to glue onto here and just reinforce them, and they're going to be tucks. So I don't really need to do anything to those unless I wanted to add a small label or something. So they are little pockets. So let's see here. I could have backed them with something and made them slightly bigger, but in this case, I think there's some other ones in there, so I think I'm going to add these. Let's just have a look. These are also nice as tabs on for the tops of what are they called? Tags or journal cards. Now I could change my mind. I think I'm filling in the space too much. I like the yellow one on there, so I will put the yellow one. All is not lost, but I'm going to snip the corners. There we go. So I think that is it for today. So we played around with these. These are going to be flips. They could also, if you didn't back them, they could also be side tucks if you wanted to. They're kind of file folder flips, these ones. Other ideas are coming to my mind as I look at them. But I kind of need to go. Those ones go that way. So, and then we just made two little tags and two little, like you'll just put them on the edge of your page like that. And it's a side tuck. Little pockets. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed that. I will see you tomorrow for Roxy's weekly challenge, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.